little bit different video today than we usually do for the Bliss Ranch. I want to show you a crochet project I've been working on. It's finally done. I got to take a few better pictures of it for my webpage, but then he's ready to go to his new owner. So I got a request a couple weeks ago from Etsy, from a guy in, I don't remember now, I think South Carolina, who does a ton of craft things. He does woodworking and a whole bunch of really cool stuff. But one thing he doesn't do, he told me, is crochet. So he has a 2-year-old son who's super into Ghostbusters, which I can understand because Wesley is also super into Ghostbusters. So his son wants to be a Ghostbuster for Halloween. So they made a little cozy coop Ecto-1, and he's got all kinds of stuff. It's adorable. But he wanted me to make him a Slimer trick-or-treat candy bag. So here's what I came up with. I couldn't find a pattern anywhere. Hopefully you can see it. I couldn't find a pattern anywhere, so I just made my own. So he's got his giant Slimer tongue. I made all the parts just kind of freehanding them. The hands I did have a pattern for. They came off of something else. But all his little lumps and whatever, they're all just free form. So he's made his body, this part here, is a 32-ounce yogurt container that, of course, I cleaned before I made anything. So the candy actually goes in his mouth. You can put your hand down in his mouth, and the candy goes in there. So it doesn't hold a ton of candy, but for a 2-year-old, I figured it was good enough. So he's got his little nose and his Slimer eyes and some lumps, some arms. So all these are separate pieces. He's got a chin, he's got his little fat tummy lumps, his cheeks, his eyes, his teeth are all separate. Each one is separate. He's got eyebrows up here. He's got his handle, of course, which I just crocheted around a rope to make his handle. And then he's got his Slimer butt, which all Slimers must have a butt. So I think he turned out really well. I'm really happy with him. So the pattern I had for hands was just 3 little short fingers. It actually was for a dog paw. So I amended that to have 3 long fingers and a thumb. They're not stuffed. These are just flat. And his arms are just stuffed with stuffing. They don't move. All his little lumps are just stuffed with stuffing. His butt, obviously, is just stuffed with stuffing. His body has some extra lumps, like I put a little padding underneath and stuff. Just outlined around his eyes, but all this is just stuffing. The only thing that is not just stuffing is his tongue. So his tongue has pipe cleaners in with stuffing, so it can move all different ways. He can make different tongue gestures, which I thought for a Slimer was important. So he is all ready to go meet his new 2-year-old master and give him some slime. So I think he turned out really well. I'm going to write up the pattern now, hopefully. I've not written a pattern before, so we'll see how it goes. I don't even like following patterns, let alone writing them. So I'm going to write up the pattern, see how that goes, and then I'm going to try to alter him into a stuffy and actually make a Slimer stuffy as well as a candy bag. So stay tuned. I'm sure I'll have some more posted about him, either just the pattern or some new pictures of a stuffy too. So have a great rest of your day. Bye.